Hello, dear Aries. Welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you for being here. This is your mid-month of October. Better late than never, they say, until end of October 2019. I do apologize as these readings are quite late. Unfortunately, could not be helped. So let's look at what you're dealing with, dear Aries. I'm doing a Celtic cross as I usually do mid-month. We are getting ready to move into a Mercury retrograde, which will start in Scorpio on Halloween. We also have a new moon in Scorpio on the 27th or 28th, depending on where you're at in the world. So let's see what's happening. Love and general reading, Celtic cross, dear Aries. Okay, so right now I wanted to say that your ruling planet, Mars, is in your 7th house of partnerships. Let's see. Aries, please, Spirit. Aries, what does Aries need to know? In the now position, 4 of Swords. Your challenge is the 5 of Pentacles. At the base of your reading and the root of the issue, in the distant past, is the Temperance card. Major Arcana, it's the energy of Sagittarius. In the recent past, 5 of Cups, you've got two fives. So obviously Aries is going through change right now. What is crowning your reading is the Knight of Wands. In the near future, you've got the 10 of Cups, which is beautiful. In the position of you is the Ace of Wands, Aries. So starting off a little bit shaky, but starting to look good. Let's see what is around you. 4 of Pentacles. In your hopes and fears, 8 of Pentacles. And your outcome, Aries, is the Ace of Pentacles. That's beautiful. What is at the bottom of the deck? The World. The world is your oyster. That's what I feel. That's the general energy. The ending of some cycle that you've been dealing with. Ending. Getting out of these difficult energies. Fixed energies. Some of you are hoping to travel the world. Okay, this is very Saturnian energy. As I always say, after an ending comes a new beginning. Let's see what is beneath that. There is the travel card as well. 8 of Wands, social media, connecting passionately through messages, sending those messages through the air, through the waves, through thoughts. Okay, this is beautiful energy, and this is quickly moving, quickly visiting a place that you've always wanted to visit. Beautiful. And there you are, dear Aries. You are standing strong. The Queen of Wands, beautiful energy. Okay, I think that luck is on your side at this time. I think you well deserve it, obviously. So you are striving for what you desire. That's what I love about the Queen of Wands. She's also very, very creative. Okay, and you're showing your creativity. As I said, you've got luck on your side. There's the black cat. What's beneath that? And we've got the Lovers, which is Gemini. Head over heart decision. Decision time, dear Gemini. You've made your... Did I say dear Gemini? So you may be dealing with someone who's got strong Gemini in their chart. This is a divine union. Okay, this is a deep connection, and you are striving for that. You're moving towards it, and you may need to travel to do so. Now, in the now position, we've got the 4 of Swords, and this is a time of taking 5 minutes out, hoping to heal whatever you've been through in the past. There is a moment of recovery. Okay, obviously there's been some sort of a heartbreak in the past. You're just gathering up your thoughts. Maybe you are connecting to the divine. Look at the meditation. Okay, Ace of Swords is here. 4s always speak of home and stability. Okay, it's like a take 5 energy. Some of you could be connecting to spirit, as I said. You may be needing either your beliefs, your religion, connecting to spirit to get you through what you've been through, because you've been through something, obviously. You've had some sort of a disappointment. Now the challenge is 5 of Pentacles. The challenge could mean that, you know, because this is the card of lack, a feeling of lack. The challenge is to change your perspective. Try and see things in a different light, because there is help here. And again, we've got the Church here again. Now, you may be dealing with someone who's got strong Earth in their chart, Pentacles, and they may be feeling left out in the cold as well. So the challenge is to understand that you are not alone. You are sharing this feeling of lack with someone else. Maybe there is no communication about it. It could be happening from, you know, once we move into Mercury retrograde. Scorpio is very deep. It goes very deep. Mercury is retrieving all the messages, the things that have been hidden around intimacy, money from other sources. You know, Scorpio is all about death and transformation as well. But it's also connecting on a very sexual, not only deep and emotional, but sexual level as well. So maybe you're dealing with someone who, let's say, has had the desire to speak their mind, but they haven't connected to you emotionally, and therefore, you know, they're not going to open up until it's the right time. Okay, now, of course, Venus is in Scorpio, Mercury is in Scorpio, so communications around values, around love will be happening. Now, we can flip the story as well. So could this be your energy that you haven't had the chance to have those important conversations? Anyway, in the foundation, we've got the Temperance card, and this is Spirit. Spirit is working on your behalf, alchemizing something, bringing something together, putting one thing and another thing together to make that alchemy, to make that special potion, that special ingredient that's going to help heal you and give you enlightenment as well as patience, because this is a card of patience, and I know that Aries is fiery and it's difficult to find the patience. Now this is Sagittarius, another fiery energy. Sagittarius, because we've got the World card here, this could be speaking about, you know, having a vision of the world, seeing the truth. Sagittarius is all about the truth. And Sagittarius is all about philosophy. Some of you, through the lessons that you've been through, and I do see that you've been through lessons, as I said, 2 5s here. 2 5s, which do equal a 10. What the lesson here is with the 5 of Cups is that don't keep looking at the past, but look at the future. Even though that's a juxtaposition, because with Mercury retrograde, we're going backwards. Back to old situations, back to old relationships. People from the past, situations from the past will be coming up for communicating, re-looking at the situation. You know, partners, love, interests from the past are coming back. And it is a very karmic time in relation to any partnerships as well. So yeah, the challenge is to look ahead. That's where these people are going towards the future and not to the past. Even though, as I said, it's a bit of a catch-22 situation here. But I do feel that it's very positive. I love Mercury retrogrades because we get the chance to fix something that needed fixing, fix something that needed looking at, missed details, miscommunication. Be careful to try and communicate as clearly as possible. And don't think that you've understood if you're not certain about someone's opinion, something that's been, messaged towards you, something that has been communicated. Check it. Just go over it. Talk again. Ask. Doesn't hurt to ask. Now, your crowning card is the Knight of Wands. And again, someone who is driven with their passions. Now, again, we've got fiery energy here. Again, Sagittarius. We've got the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Two very fiery energies, two people that are looking at each other. Maybe there is travel involved with these two people. It is necessary to travel to meet. Okay, and there could also be, because we've got a Queen and a Knight, so the masculine energy is a little bit more immature than the feminine. So I don't know what that means in particular for you. There could be an age difference as well, or you could be dealing with someone that actually travels for work or is a lover of travel. So this is in your crowning position. Now, because it's in the area of career and work, could it be that some of you travel as well? Whatever this is, there's a lot of creativity in the Wands. Wands, as I said, is all about desire. It's our vocation. It's what we strive for. It's the Martian energy. Now, here we've got the Ten of Cups in the near future. And both people are walking straight into that. Ten of Cups is beautiful, happiness on all levels. Both people are moving from a 5 to a 10. So we've got a 4 and a 5, and then we've got a 10. So this is beautiful. And the Ace, 10 of Cups turns into an Ace. So it's as though, dear Aries, you've got 3 aces here. You've got the Ace of Wands. So this is the fire, the passion, the fire beneath your butt. You're moving. You're taking action. And this is with the help of the divine. This is that light flickering on. It's that idea. It's that inspiration that is your driving force. So some of you may be feeling very loved up at this time, very in tune with your element. Okay, I have to be careful with my words because the Ace of Wands, many of you know what that is. It's like a lot of desire, and that's where I'll stop with the with the adjectives. So beautiful. Looks like Aries is going for it, and I love that. I really do. Now, what's around you? You've got the 5 of Pentacles and the 4 here. Usually this is my Taurus card, or you could be dealing with another earth sign. So we've got also Virgo. This is the card of Virgo in your hopes and fears. You've got the 8 of Pentacles. Pentacles are all about tangible, physical, real things coming in, things of value. 4 of Pentacles is someone holding on to something that they value or holding back on something because of fear. Okay, this is the Miser card. Holding back on their feelings, holding back on opening up, holding back on something because they're scared. This 4s are always they surround home security, whether this is on an emotional level or on a physical level. Someone is the miser. They're scared to open up. They're scared to risk their security. And that can branch out into many, many different things. Now, with Uranus in Taurus, we're all going through changes where our values are concerned. Everyone is changing at a different pace. Okay, so we're going to look at more cards on this. Now, let's look at the 8 of Pentacles in the hopes and fears. This is that you are, mastering your craft. You've got your head down. You're working very hard, diligently. Lots of work around. Some of you, and I'm sure that you're not fearing having to work more. That's not a fear. Usually it's a hope. Could it be that you're hoping that the more effort you put into it, the more you receive? For those of you that could be hoping to have more work in relation to bringing in those pentacles, maybe you're interested in purchasing a home. We've got the Ace of Pentacles as the outcome, and this could be the purchase of a new home at a distance, could be. Okay, don't forget that you're closing up a cycle here, and it's successfully closing. Venus is here. Venus is all about love, money, values, projects, anything that we love. So there is some sort of a cycle that's closing up here. And what comes after the end comes a new beginning. And 3 aces, dear Aries. And I remember it hasn't been that long since you've had a few aces. Now, for those of you that haven't seen this in your own personal life, this is just a what's the word I'm looking for? This is just confirmation that if you haven't seen that in a real and tangible way, it's around the corner, okay? It's going to happen. It's got to do with timing. And as we all know, timing is very hard in the tarot. It's very hard indeed. For instance, an astrologer can tell you that, let's say, in a year, this is going to happen for you in a year. And because astrology is very, you've got to be so precise with the timing, it can be off. If something is wrong, it can be off months, okay? But it's on its way. That's where I'm trying to get at. Let's look at your love life. We've got the Lover's Path Tarot, and I love this deck. Let's see what's happening for Aries. Please, Spirit. Aries in the mid-month of October till end of October, or roughly there. Now, this reading could leak into November for sure. Some of you may have this reading pan out for you in December. It's very hard to pinpoint. So let's look, Aries. Please, Spirit, what do they need to know about their love life? Aries, and we have the 6 of Cups. Beautiful. 6 of Cups is someone coming back from the past. It's that soulmate connection. It's trust. It's being with someone where there is complete trust. It's a number of balance. 6s are beautiful, and it's also the soulmate energy, which I said you could be dealing with someone from the past. Could it be that someone from your past, from a past lifetime, could be coming in, or you're dealing with children? This is a card of children as well. Could it talk about your childhood? Yes. Your childhood sweetheart. The guy that you loved, or the girl that you loved at school that you never got to meet on an intimate level could be coming around. Let's take one more card. And we've got the 4 of Cups. 6 of Cups and 4 of Cups. Add them together. 10 of Cups. So we've got, in this card here, we've got 2 of Cups on one side and 2 on the other. And what this card signifies to me, it's not the card of boredom, as is the 4 of Cups usually. It's 2 different situations. So 2 relationships. She's sitting right in between. So this says to me that, of course, this could be something that, as we see in the traditional 4 of Cups, and again it's a 4, usually the 3 cups are together and the 4th is separate. And for whatever reason, that 4th cup is not accepted. Here, we've got the 2 of Cups here and the other 2 there. So what I'm thinking is that this is a soulmate connection at 2 different times, 2 different lifetimes, 2 different eras. I'm going to say era because we could be talking about your childhood and now. Okay, you get my drift. But putting them together is that 10 of Cups. All right. Let's take more cards for Aries. Okay. So we do have some cups here. We've got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's look at the now position first of all, because the card is opened. Ace of Swords. Successful new beginning, clarity, communication. Remember that Ace of Swords here in the Four of Cups? Yes, that's that ace. This person wakes up from the slumber. He's connected with spirit and he's going to be speaking his truth. There's going to be a new beginning. Let's look at the Sagittarius card, the Temperance, which is a card of healing. And it's in your foundation, in your area of security. Wow, the Star card. We've also got Aquarius here. So we've got Aquarius and Sagittarius. Very interesting. The Star is a card of hope. It's a card of, again, healing, and it's also a wish fulfillment. Whatever the angels are bringing you, you're going to love it, Aries. You're going to love it. Now, the Star can speak of the future as well, but it can also speak of social media, connecting with someone that is your wish fulfillment, someone that could be at a distance, just as that Star is. Two major arcanas. In the recent past, Nine of Wands. You've been through trouble, you've been through hardship, but you've got that Martian energy. You are still standing. You are still standing. But some of you are very protective of your heart because of the past pain, the past lack of celebration. Maybe you got to a point where you thought that you would celebrate, but then something went wrong. Something changed. So let's look at that Knight of Wands. And he is holding that 10th wand. He's bringing that 10th wand, bringing the end of the burdens. Whatever he is driving, whatever he is bringing in, whatever he is inspired to give you is going to be the end of your burden. It's going to be some sort of a completion. Let's look at that Knight of Wands. He's in the area of career status, right? We've got the Fool. There's the Aries energy. We've got the World card and the Fool card now. So this is a brand new beginning. Someone is willing to take a leap of faith. Someone is wanting to take that adventure. Go on that adventure. Travel lightly. Aries is the seed that is planted. And I feel that the seed holds a lot of passion. Another 10, the Wheel of Fortune, again Jupiter, Sagittarian energies. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. We've got a completion of a cycle. You got to the happiest, I should say, you're going to get to the happiest position that you can be in with the help of Jupiter. With the help of Jupiter, yes. And Jupiter is at 21 degrees of its home sign of Sagittarius. It is flying through that area now in the last decan, which means that he's very, very strong. He's getting stronger by the day. And Jupiter is all about abundance, expansion, growth, truth, luck, also positivity. Let's look at that Ace of Wands. And we've got the Lover's card. Again, the Lover's card, Gemini energy. Remember before it showed up? Head over heart decision. There is strong attraction here, strong sexual attraction. You are very attracted to someone. You are meant to be together, and you're willing to do whatever it takes. Let's look at that Four of Pentacles. And we've got the King of Wands. So that's beautiful. What I love about this is that you are showing up as the Queen of Wands. Look at that. Look at all that fiery energy. Yeah, we've got the Lovers again, and we've got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands here. This is a spiritual connection. This is a divine union. This is, and beneath the Lovers card, we've got what do we have here? We've got the King of Cups. So for those of you that are making a choice, you could be making a choice, because the Lovers can be a choice as well. Maybe the King of Cups, who could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, is from your past. So he goes further back. Not from a past lifetime, I don't believe. And he's sitting right on the Tower, which would be Scorpio. And what comes in after that? The choice. Head over heart decision. And you are striving for your passion. You are after more passion, dear Aries. Okay, more passion. So I'm actually going to keep the Queen of Wands right there, because we've got the King of Wands in your periphery. Now we're talking Sagittarius mainly. Sagittarius, the Aries energy would be your energy, I would say, more than likely. So strong Sag, it speaks of here. More than likely for most of you. But because he's sitting on the card of Taurus, may have strong Taurus in their chart. Let's look at that Eight of Pentacles in your hopes and fears. Now the King of Wands is a leader. He's a leader in his own right, and you both have a very strong connection, but also you're very charismatic. Both of you share that. Let's take that Eight of Pentacles. The World. That's really funny. We're getting the same cards over and over again. So some of you are working to complete a cycle. Others of you are working. You're hoping to travel the world and you need more money. Let's look at that Ace of Pentacles. Two cards just opened up, and I'm going to take them, but I will take one more. We've got the Six of Cups and the Eight of Swords. So you're feeling as though you are bound to a situation. You're held prisoner to the past. Some of you are feeling that the soulmate connection here is not letting you move forward. You're not able to free yourself, but this is a perception. Others of you are feeling bound and chained by children, by your obligations towards children, could be. The Eight of Swords is a card of fear, but it's only a perception. So those of you that want to have a new beginning, maybe in a distant place, if you have your own children, let's say if you've got children already, you may be fearing that they will have trouble in starting something stable there, like, you know, taking them to another country, different language, you know, just obligations around children. Whatever the case, we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. And this could also be a pregnancy, because we've got the Six of Cups here. For some of you, we could be talking about pregnancy. If you have not planned a pregnancy, be careful, because Jupiter expands the waist. It expands the tummy, right? And the World card we do have twice. We've got Venus. You know, for those of you that are falling pregnant, it's going to be a child that's very Venusian. Could be very beautiful as well, because Venus is very attractive. Let's take more cards. I'd like to look at the World card. So the general energy. What a beautiful reading you've got. The general energy with the World card, and we've got the Hermit. We've also got Virgo energy here. Some of you are looking at the details for, I'd like to say, for those of you that have been dealing with hardship, with a karmic cycle that you've completed, you've done the work. You've become this spiritual guru who's taken a step back. Don't forget that the Hermit card is also the card before the Wheel of Fortune. The Hermit is a number 9. Now, some of you may be checking out the details for your holiday. Some of you are doing your homework. Where are we going to stay? Where are we going to move to? Where are we going to start our home again? Others of you may be hoping to travel, and through your travels you can find love. It's funny that you may even meet up with someone that you've known, or if it isn't someone you've known, they're going to feel very familiar to you. Could it be on a trip that you are meeting someone that's, meant to be? Let's look at the King of Wands again. I'd like to look at the external. What is external to you? 4 of Pentacles and the King of Wands. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles here. Again, Virgo energy, very slow and steady, slow moving. I feel as though, dear Aries, if you've got strong Virgo in your chart, you've been very, you haven't been moving. You haven't been taking action. Now, the King of Wands, as I said, could have strong earth. Taurus, more than likely. Look at the difference. Look at the transformation. We go from the Knight of Pentacles, which is someone who's very calculated, very careful. They're looking towards the future. And then the King of Wands is someone who strives. They just take action. So we've got 2 very different energies here. Now, because the Knight of Pentacles, because for me it's Virgo energy, could it be that this King of Wands is someone who is looking at the details, doing his homework before he takes action? Now, this could be a business partnership. It doesn't mean it has to be love, obviously. Let's look at the foundation. So we've got Temperance and the Star. And we've got the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords, which is called a decision. It's the card of decision. Now, what I think the decision is here in your home, your stability, I think it's got a lot to do with, do I go for what I desire? Do I take that trip? Do I go the distance? What do I do? Or do I stay put and wait for the signs? Wait for the signs and the synchronicity. Do I trust my intuition, or do I wait for signs from the divine before I make my decision, before I make my move, whatever that move is? Okay, that's what I feel here. Now, of course, there could be a decision around because both cards are very, very spiritual, very, it's such a positive card, the Star card here. And I think that the decision here is, do I stand in my truth? Or do I do the traditional thing and just do the right thing? What do I do? Do I stand in my truth? Do I communicate this? Whatever it is that you're wanting to accomplish, that's what I feel the decision is here. Now, for some of you, you could be, I don't know, making a decision between two options. Obviously, the 2 of Swords is a card of options. I want to take a card on the Queen of Wands. And we've got the Strength card. Some of you may be trying to hold back on what you want to accomplish, what your desires are. You're holding back and you're trying to tame that wild beast within you. That's what I feel with the Strength card here. Okay, so this is very Leo energy, and Leo is the heart. Some of you want to speak about what you desire, what your heart desires, but you're holding back for some reason. That's what I feel with that. Okay, I want to take one more card on the position of you with the Ace of Wands here and the Lovers. Let's take one more card. And we've got the Hangman. So the decision is not going to be easy. You're trying to connect to the divine and maybe receive the knowledge from above. This is Pisces, and Pisces is unconditional love. As well as that, it speaks of timing and sacrifice. Again, having to look at things in a different way, through a different perspective. The same as the Five of Pentacles here, the challenge. What I'd like to do now is take some Sibillas. I feel that Aries is, they've got 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out. So I'm going to say you're practically halfway there, but you're going to see a change with the help of Jupiter here. I feel that you're going to see some sort of newness here because some cycle is ending. And obviously newness comes after a completion. We've got a 10 here, the Wheel of Fortune, 2 10s, 10 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Let's take a look at the near future with the Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups, which is pleasant conversations around a table. So something is beginning that you're going to love. Obviously, the 10 of Cups turns into the Ace, and we have it here as confirmation. Here we've got Donna Maritata, which is the Empress quality. Again, manifesting or, being someone who is seen as the Empress. Okay, your motherhood material. And this is a card of blessings. I love this. And she's a number 12, which again speaks of sacrifice. You have sacrificed a lot. And that's why you're manifesting here. For those of you that have had trouble with pregnancy, as I said, the indication is here. It is certain pregnancy, certain motherhood. And let's see what else we've got. And here we've got the Dispiacere, Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords can be a disappointment. It's the Ace of Swords because it's called the Dispiacere. But it can also mean, usually, depending on what's around it. That's what I see with this card. Ace of Swords is the truth, and it's also a successful new beginning. And you do have that beginning here. Now, it's an ace. You've got 2 aces here. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Hanging Man energy before the abundance. Because these could also be tears of joy. And I'm going to take one more card here. I'm going to say that whatever abundance you receive, this could be someone else's energy and they're not going to be happy at all. Because they may be cut out of the picture, whatever that means for you. Because I don't feel generally that these 2 females are the same person. And we've got the La Matrice, which is like the Queen of Wands. This is you here. So again, a number 12. She's holding in her hand something that is very precious to her. She's very driven by her passion. She's very sexual in her nature. And she's very charismatic as well. So this could even be a gift that's been handed to you. Something precious. And someone's not happy about it. So let's look at this King of Wands. King of Wands with the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Too many cards. They want to come out though. I'm going to take them. Oh wow, we've got 5 cards. We have Giovanna Fanciulla, the Virgin. Another 12. This is incredible. This is pure heart. This is Virgo energy. And this is newness. We have here the 9 of Cups, the card of loyalty. The best friend. Sticking to something, being loyal in a situation. Here we've got karmic. The karmic enemy, which is transforming the snake that is shedding its skin. This enemy is moving away. Bad karma is going away. We have number 13, which is the priest, Taurian energy. Now, this could be a card of commitment. This could be a card of religion, faith, because here we've got the falsita, which is the card of deception, but it can also be the card of mistrust, lack of trust. Why? Because the man who stands alone, he's hiding something under his cape. So hiding something about traditions, hiding something about fear and lack of trust, of commitment. And this is also a card of mistrust, that there could be a commitment here. Okay? So you get my drift. I think that with the loyalty card, the 9 of Cups, something new is coming in. Because of your loyalty, it's going to bring you pure energy and newness. Now, could it be that this King of Wands is the one that is not, he's got a problem with commitment because of trust issues and loyalties? Where are your loyalties? Where are his loyalties? Is there going to be loyalty? Because we've got the loyalty and the deceptive energy together. The dog and the cat. Very different. 2 people from different worlds. But a dog and a cat, right? They can be like 2 different people that may not feel that they belong in the same place, but they're here together. So I don't know about you, but I usually see the cat as a female and the dog as the male. So that could speak to you personally, but it's not going to be for everyone. Okay, what I want to do is I'm going to take a tarot card on the Lover's Path Tarot. So we've got the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. Remember, they equal the 10. Let's look at that 6 of Cups. We've got the 2 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands for me is that walking through that new doorway. Okay, it's like very similar to the Fool. He's holding that Ace of Wands. He's leaving that one behind. He's taking his passion and he's ready to go on that adventure. He's holding the world in his hands. And again, I'm going to say the world is your oyster, dear Aries. Let's look at the 4 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. Someone is seriously having issues with trust. They're scared that they will get their heart hurt. 4 of Pentacles, again, Taurian energy. It's all about values. And I feel that Uranus is going to bring that change. Uranus in Taurus. So 4-4, all about home, family, stability. That's what Aries is working on right now. All right, dear Aries. What I would like to do now is I would like to take, I'm going to take King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and I'm going to take this King of Cups, because as I said, some of you are making a choice, which the King of Cups is more than likely Scorpio. It's funny that looking at the way the cards are, look at the connection here. Queen of Wands, which I feel is your energy, has turned her back on this King of Cups, because he was sitting right on the tower, which speaks of Pluto and transformation. Let's take my handwritten cards and see what each individual has got to say. Now, as I say always, these cards may not resonate for all of you. Let's see what this King of Cups has got to say and what he feels about the situation. We have, don't ever think that I don't love you and that I forgot you. I will always be here for you with open arms. And it's the Three of Wands. Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands, you know, can be the card of waiting for your ships to come in. Maybe he's waiting for you, dear Aries. But don't forget, in the Three of Wands, he has turned his back on some situation. Again, yes, he's driven by his desires, obviously. Now, I'm going to say for one, or, you know, for a few of you, could it be that this is the same person? And the choice is on something else, not between two partners? Let's see the Queen of Wands. For me, I think it's two different people, but for a few of you out there, it might be the same person. So let's take the Queen of Wands. And she says, please forget me. It was a mistake. Nine of Swords. Now, I wonder who she's saying that to. Let's look at the King of Wands. And we have, it was wrong to doubt your love, babe. I apologize. And it's the Seven of Wands. So I don't know what that means for each and every one of you, but they're the messages. They, as I said, they may not resonate. You may twist the roles as well. It's a general reading, remember. Let's take the wisdom of the House of the Night for you, Aries, and see what your personal message is from the Oracle. Okay, please, Spirit. Aries, what do they need to know? Mid-October till end of October. I want to point out that don't forget the cards. When I mention the card, it's the Seven of Wands. What does the Seven of Wands mean? You already know. You're watching the tarot. You know what the Seven of Wands means. This King of Wands has got things that are against him. He's fighting. He's pushing for this. He's up against naysayers. The Queen of Wands has got so many thoughts. She's dealing with so many thoughts going around in her mind. And the King of Cups, Three of Wands, it's expansion and growth. Threes are always about, you know, spreading your wings and expanding. But it's also Three of Wands, as you know, it's someone who's turned their back on a situation. So let's take your card, dear Aries. And we have playful, number 44. There's the little kitty. Isn't that gorgeous? Playful energies, number 44 for Aries. And the book reads, "My child, life is not always so serious. Choosing this symbol means it's time to lighten up and be playful. No matter what you are asking about, this is the time to have a sense of humor. Smile and go do something fun. Life has a way of answering all questions when you're not looking. Wouldn't it be better if you were enjoying your life rather than just sitting around waiting for what you want to happen? Don't take yourself so seriously. It is time to lighten up and be playful. Know that when this symbol appears in your life, the fun is about to start." And what I find very interesting is that the falsita, which is the cat, can also be playful. I don't usually mention this, but I know that it does mean, it is another meaning of this card, because it's called deception. We don't always look at it as a playful energy, but yes. And it's the Four of Pentacles, remember? Four of Pentacles, holding on to something that is very near and dear, something that is treasured, obviously. But it's saying that don't be so serious. Let loose and play. Have fun. Okay. All right, dear Aries. So the fun is about to start. That is beautiful. I love this card for you. All right, I will leave you with that. Thank you so much, dear Aries. Thank you for being here, sharing your time, your precious time with me, sending you lots of love, and thank you for all that you do for my channel. Love and light. Talk to you soon. Stay well. Bye-bye.